I thought change was supposed to get harder after 55, but I rewired my brain and changed everything. So for years, I struggled with self-doubt, insecurities, procrastination, limiting beliefs. Remember, I always tell you, we are limited. We are unlimited beings until I discovered the power of self-talk. I talk about that a lot. So let me tell you these 15 phrases. Now, there are many phrases of self-talk, but I have gotten these. I put these together these phrases that, along with many others, but these ones are so important to me. They have completely rewired my brain and changed everything. So if you've ever felt stuck, discouraged, or like change is bad or negative or difficult for you, remember, first of all, that's a state of mind. We'll go into that, but this is for you. So because when you change your self-talk, you change your brain, and when you change your brain, you change your life. So I've got my 15 here. I'm just looking over them. So let's dive in. First, I'm Lynnie Wennerstrom. I am a certified self-talk trainer and a certified life coach. And we're going to talk about these phrases. Now, these phrases are in the app, the self-talk app that Dr. Shad Helmstetter created. Let's get right into these, because this is, let me show you why this works and why it's the fastest way to change your life, and why I am completely I was going to say obsessed, but everybody says it. I'm not obsessed with it at all. Watch your words. I just understand the power of it. So why self-talk works. For years, I thought that I knew about neuroplasticity, and I thought I knew that I could get there, but maybe it was a bad mindset, something, I thought maybe I needed more discipline, more motivation, something, even though I had lots of energy. The truth is, once I learned about neuroplasticity and really dug into it, I realized that I had unknowingly been programmed with negative programs that were holding me back, stopping me, and think about discouragement, how you feeling stuck or discouraged. That's what was happening and has been happening my entire life. So your brain is constantly absorbing, recording everything. And the things that don't get repeated, they get pruned out. And so the more you repeat programs that work for you, the more that when you say, I can't do this, or there's not enough, or any of those things, you are rewiring your brain. And so you're taking it more and more and more and saying, and starting to believe, I can't do this. There's not enough. That cannot be done. Those are the kinds of things that get rewired into your brain. So that is what's happening. The game changer is to rewire your brain effortlessly by just listening to self-talk. And these phrases I'm going to share with you, which are life-changing, because the more that you repeat them to yourselves, whether you write them out and then say them, or you record them and you listen to them, or you get the self-talk app that I'm always encouraging you to get, and you listen, your input equals your output, just like that. So this is exactly what I did. I started using the self-talk phrases, and within weeks, everything started changing for me. And so let's start with the first one, because if you only remember one thing from this video, let it be this phrase, because this phrase, it's so sunshiny, happy, and positive that you're going to love it, and it's incredibly empowering and powerful. So here it is. If you have ever been faced, have you ever hesitated when you've been faced with a new opportunity? So this one changed how I face challenges forever. So before, I would overthink every decision and fearing failure. But when I started saying this phrase daily, listening to this phrase daily, my spirit is the spirit of adventure and discovery. I enthusiastically welcome life's challenges and eagerly greet its magnificent opportunities. Why do you think that is? It's because you are telling your brain, the self-talk, literally, when you are telling yourself these things, when you are listening to these things, when you are choosing the programs, it is very precise and specific. It is the language of the brain, just like Spanish, French, any other language. This is the language of the brain, and it is very specific, concise, and tells the brain, your supercomputer, exactly what it is to do. So my spirit is the spirit of adventure and discovery. That's my spirit, adventure and discovery. I enthusiastically I enthusiastically welcome life's challenges and eagerly greet its magnificent opportunities. You know, it seems like that's like, it's really powerful. I was going to say it seems like maybe that's, if your brain is not rewired, you're thinking, I don't know if I welcome life's challenges. But when you say yes to life's challenges, you grow. And when you say yes, the more you say yes, the more you rewire that into your brain. So this next phrase, let's keep going. It's the one that gave me courage to take risks without looking back. It's really, really powerful. If you ever feel like you second guess yourself, do you ever feel that? So, and doing it too much, too often. So I used to replay mistakes in my head over and over again, what I did wrong, if I said something wrong, or if I offended someone. And I would go sometimes days thinking about like having been at a party or something, and just over and over and think of those things. That doesn't even happen anymore. So here is the, just by shifting my self-talk. So this is how powerful it is. My path is the bright road of sunlight and promise, and I walk it with cheerful anticipation. When I take a risk, I look forward, expect the best. I expect the best. That is what's going to happen for me. And I never look back. How powerful. You say this, 3 times in the morning, 3 times at night. You write it down, you repeat it, or you just go get the app and you start listening to that app, and you will start becoming that. So my path is the bright road of sunlight and promise, and I walk it with cheerful anticipation. I always, every time I hear it, I think of some person whistling down the road. It helps me to go whistling down the road. When I take a risk, I look forward, expect the best, and never look back. So once I rewired my brain to focus forward, it's really importante. You focus on what you want, not on what you don't, because you are creating it. You're manifesting 24/7, right? So anyway, focusing forward, my confidence skyrocketed. So this next phrase, this is your success to making success a habit. It's the key to making success a habit. So success, by the way, isn't luck. It is a habit. Like anything else, it's a habit. So what if you could wire that into your brain? Success. So I used to believe that success was for other people. Did you ever think that success was for other people, that they had more opportunities, they had parents that gave them whatever they needed, or that they had natural talent and I didn't have it? So, this is like the human thing, right? But that is programming, by the way. And then I discovered this power phrase, self-talk. I know that success is a habit, and each day I build an ever-increasing success habit in myself. Repeat, repeat, repeat. You listen to that. That rewires your brain. Very specific directions to your brain that says, I know that success is a habit. We know that. So brain, you're going to help me, because each day I build an ever-increasing success habit in myself. Very, very powerful. When I started saying this differently, when I started saying this daily, everything shifted. Like the self-talk, it shifts, it builds self-esteem. It's all, that whole self-talk language is based on the language for the brain, and it's the foundation of it is built on self-esteem. So let's move on to the next one now. Have my whole list, like all of these for you. And we're on number 4, by the way. So feeling overwhelmed with everything, this is like, if you feel overwhelmed with everything on your plate, then this phrase helped the way that I handled stress. It's really powerful, because I used to wake up feeling like I was behind and I hadn't gotten things done, and I was thinking I was supposed to write these things at night so I know during the day, like all these things that we were taught of how to do. And then I learned to focus on today. Today. So here's the phrase. I set clear, practical, and long-term goals. I take care of today, and make sure I'm prepared for tomorrow. Think about how you would feel if you set those clear, practical, and long-term goals, so that you knew where you were going in life. And then, of course, you're going to set your focus goals for the week. But you take care of today. That's how you do it, and you make sure that you're prepared for tomorrow. And this, you start telling your brain, this is what we do, brain, and your brain starts helping you to do that. So here's, now once I embraced that, now this my entire mindset shifted, because that is like, and well, there's one on priorities, but we'll talk about like moving into priorities. But right now, if you want lasting financial success, this next phrase is crucial, because money doesn't just happen. It doesn't, it's created. And this phrase helped me to rewire my financial mindset. 55 and over, you know, it's, I'm 63, but this happened, you know, it's like rewiring your brain. When you get older, you're going to start seeing, when you rewire your brain, just how powerful you really are and empowered to make changes. So I used to think wealth was for lucky people. I really thought that it was, again, privileged, or, you know, people had parents or whatever, you know, those born into privilege. And then I discovered, here's this phrase: lasting financial success never happens by accident. Nope. It's always the result of the right plan, the right actions, and my determination to succeed. It's up to you. It's always, lasting financial success never happens by accident. It's always the result of the right plan, the right actions, and my determination to succeed. Your determination to succeed. But once I embraced this, I started seeing financial opportunities just happen for me. It's, I mean, the result of there's a whole program of this self-talk language that is on financial success. So it has helped me to be unstoppable in my goals. This phrase, and let's talk about like something that made me unstoppable. Like, this is one that made me unstoppable in reaching my goals. If you ever feel like you start but then you lose motivation, this is the antidote. I don't like to say things are anti or against, because there's contrast, but but this is a cure. So because I used to get so excited about ideas, and then I'd struggle to follow through, because maybe I didn't get the right accolades or the right encouragement, or somebody's like, what's that? By the way, never hang around those peeparoos, okay? And never tell anyone about your ideas, because your ideas come from a really beautiful place. And so just don't allow that to happen to yourself. So this is the power phrase that I used to change that changing my self-talk. I have the vision to see the objective. I have the desire, the plan, and the determination to see it through. You don't need anyone to give you permission or affirm your beliefs or affirm your ideas or any of that. I have the vision to see the objective. Repeat that, repeat that, repeat that. I have the desire, the plan, and the determination to see it through. Very powerful. You're telling your brain specifically, this is what I have. And you might not have that today. This is the power of self-talk. You may not have it today. Are you lying to yourself? No. You are saying, this is who I am becoming. And you're not even saying becoming, you're saying, this is how it is, brain. And then the more you repeat it, the brain says, the brain is objective, it's not subjective. And it just says, oh, okay, that's what you want? Got it. I'm going to help you to, with your determination to succeed. Let's keep going. It'll help you with everything. So this whole thing about, you know, with your ideas and struggling through, forget struggling through that. So once I rewired my focus, and that's focus, everything changed. And then this phrase is what gave me unshakable conviction. So if you doubt your success, doubt, not if you doubt, but doubt will stop your success in its tracks, period. And this phrase eliminates it, because I used to question myself constantly, wondering if I were making the right choices. And then I started affirming this without asking other people. I just started affirming with this power phrase. I have conviction. I keep my mind fixed on my long-term objectives and take the actions that lead me there. By the way, this is number 7. We're going to keep going. Look at all these, how powerful they are. We're going to get more and more into this power. And the more that you say these, the more that you hear these, the more that you listen to that self-talk, the more you put that input, that's your output. So you have conviction. You would say, I have conviction. I keep my mind fixed on my long-term objectives and take the actions that lead me there. And when I locked onto this belief, my confidence skyrocketed. This self-talk will skyrocket your confidence, your self-esteem. It will build your self-esteem. But this next phrase, another unstoppable, helping me to become unstoppable. Because what if success isn't random? What if it was a formula that you could follow? For years, I always thought that success was something other people figured out, like they had a secret, or like this, like they knew something that I didn't know, and I kept waiting for the right moment for everything to come together for me, for the perfect plan before taking action. And I was constantly just preparing. And then I realized, here's the phrase, right? And I realized, the more that I listened to this self-talk and list this phrase and repeated this phrase, I have all the ingredients in the formula for success, and I put them to work for me. You do have all the ingredients. You know what it is that you need. And this phrase will tell your brain, let's kick it into high gear, brain. This is what I want. This is what we're doing. I have all the ingredients in the formula for success, and I put them to work for me. And once I embraced this, I stopped waiting and I started doing. And because success, it's not about luck. We talked about that. It's about following the right formula. And you have the formula. You really do. You have all the answers within. We talk about this a lot on this channel. So but it is what made me step fully into my power, this next phrase. So what if failure wasn't something to fear, but something to use for your personal growth? Because I used to avoid risks, and we're now on number 9. And, I felt like I always said, I'm not terrified to fail. But, when it came right down to it, I was. And it's really interesting how my clients, they don't want to fail. And a lot of times just that fear that they will fail stops them in their tracks. And it could stop you, and it stopped me. And here is the power phrase that helped me with that. I never allow the fear of failure to stop me. I focus on the successful outcome of any decisions I make. Again, you are manifesting 24/7, and bringing maybe the metaphysical into this. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm just telling you, this is a fact. So whatever you focus on, that wherever you place your attention, you place your focus, and you create more of that. So this is why I constantly tell you, don't focus on what you want, not on what you don't. Because the more you focus on what you don't want, the more of that what you don't want you get. The more you bring in. If somebody is complaining all the time, look at someone who's constantly negative. Do you think they have lots and lots of good days, or do they have lots and lots of days to continue complaining about all the negative things that happen in their lives? They are vibrating at a certain frequency, and this is why this self-talk, like anything else, it's so powerful. Meaning, not like anything else. It's not like anything else. By the way, this is so unique. This is so unique. This self-talk, this language, there is nothing like it. There are many paths that will lead to the same destination. But what Dr. Shad Helmstetter created, I wouldn't be here talking to you about it because I'm all about neuroplasticity, studied it for years. But I am all about what he has created because this goes directly into the subconscious. So this whole thing about your success and putting, putting it together for you. Let me see, we're talking about the risks, but putting it all together, like creating that success and finding risks and all of this, like actually moving into it is, and fear of failure and moving into that. Let's see what this power phrase says, because being terrified of failing so that where you stop or slow down or don't get something done, here's your power phrase. I never allow the fear of failure to stop me. I focus on the successful outcome of any decision I make, which I already said that one to you. But the more you repeat it, and focus on that successful outcome, that's what you create, because that's what you're looking at. So anyway, if you want success, now we're moving into this one, you need to see yourself as a success. So, because I did spend years doubting that I could find success. And then I changed, think about it like stepping into a new identity. Like, who is that person that would have success? And what do they look like? And how do they think? All of that. But here's the phrase. This one I love so mucho, and you've heard me say this before, especially when I was in Amarillo. And if you're new, by the way, you can look at some of my older videos, which were all about finding your purpose. It was 365 days of positive self-talk for finding your purpose. But this came up all the time because I call you this all the time. Winners. I am a winner. I am successful today and every day of my life. Imagine telling yourself right there right when you get up in the morning and you say that 3 times and you start believing it. If you don't believe it now and you repeat, you will become that. So this is so powerful. This is skyrocket confidence that it builds, and positivity as you wake up. I am a winner. I am successful today and every day of my life, and believing it and knowing it and telling the brain, I am a winner. Get with it, brain. I am a winner. So anyway, this next phrase really kept me moving forward, and it continue to do that, because success isn't random. And this phrase that I'm going to share with you right now, it ensures you will always achieve your goals. You will rewire your brain to tell it precisely what you want, and you'll rewire to make this happen. Because I used to set goals and then lose motivation. Think about January 1 or the week before January 1. How'd you do on your goals? And I laugh, because maybe 1% of my audience has set goals and actually achieved them. But the numbers are pretty going down, for that. So here it is. I discovered this phrase. I am determined to reach my goals because I have conviction. There's that conviction word again. I set goals and I achieve them because I am a winner. There's that W word again. I am a winner. I am determined to reach my goals because I have conviction. I set goals and achieve them because I am a winner. Again, another one to fully embrace. When I embrace that, I'm a winner. I tell myself all that time, I'm like, I high five in the mirror, like, Lynnie, you are a winner. This from a person who tried to take her own life, me, many times. So many years ago. But I had 8 years of not thinking I was a winner, but a loser. And when that came out, here I was, like, using that all the time. I don't even know why I put it next to my head, because that is not how it is. Anyway, this whole thing about being a winner. Know that you are a winner. And then clarity, let's move to number 12. Clarity creates confidence. And this phrase helped me. It changed how I make decisions. Let's put it that way. Because I used to second guess everything, and that slowed me down. Anyone second guessing, it slows you down. So then I trained my brain. This is rewiring the brain. Training, rewiring, repeat. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself. The more you repeat, into the brain, you say it, you take these phrases, you say it, and you tell yourself you're a winner every single morning, you're going to have a good day, anything. Whatever you repeat, it becomes wired in to your brain. And you were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed, just like every single one of us. And you can change those programs, and you can change them to the programs that you want. So here's how I train my brain with this phrase to think differently rather than second guessing myself. I organize my thoughts. In fact, I used this one today. I organize my thoughts. I see alternative solutions clearly and make the right decisions. This is a message to the brain. I organize my thoughts, brain. I'm organizing my thoughts. Help me. I see alternative solutions clearly and make the right decisions. Brain, you help me make the right decisions. I'm organized. Let's go. And once I rewired my brain for clarity, because that brings clarity, I made decisions faster and with more confidence. And I continue to do that. So this one is made, this next phrase is 13. It's it makes achieving things fun instead of stressful. Achieving what you want should never be stressful. I'll just put a little fine point on that. But this is like, what if working towards your goals actually felt exciting? Because I used to think success was a struggle. You had to work really, really hard. It is not that way. I know that, especially in the United States, and that it's like you have to work in order to get, the house, the husband or the wife, or to get everything that you want in life. Let's see if my makeup is falling off again. Anyway, it's not that way, that you have to push through. So here's this power phrase. Achieving things is fun, rewarding, and exciting. I am willing to pay the price for any achievement I truly desire. Remember, you are rewiring your brain. You are training your brain for so that when you achieve things, you're like, man, that was fun. That was fun. That was exciting. And that was rewarding. I feel good because I achieved the goal that I set out to achieve. So This is how you rewire your self-talk, so that when you're actually thinking what you say when you talk to yourself, when you actually hear those words, when you say something, you actually think them, and the more that you rewire your brain, man, and it's 30 days free, right? In the app is 30 days free, and 21 days to change a habit. So could you and then you have an extra 9 days, right? So free, and you can always move out of it. It's the language of self-talk. But I'm telling you right now, this when you achieve something, you say, man, that was fun, that felt good, that was rewarding, and it was exciting, and I want to do it again. Those are the first words that come out, because you have rewired your brain to think that way, rather than things are, man, that was so hard, and I'll never do that again, or I'll have to rethink. You just come at it from a different perspective, a very high level perspective. So, it really did, once I made that shift, it made this working towards success feel effortless. And rewiring your brain, by the way, that's a perfect word. It's effortless. And this next phrase, this makes sure I always take action. And we're on 14. So momentum is everything. We know that. A body in motion stays in motion, right? And this phrase makes sure that I never stall out. And it'll help you to never stall out. So, because I used to wait to take action, until I felt ready to take action. Again, let's get ready. Let's do, even this whole writing out these 15 phrases for you, and talking to you about, rewiring my brain after 55. And I've been doing this for quite a while now, and it is totally, like, you can do it at any, not after 55. You could start when you're 0. Imagine a child, like your child, that is, say it's in your panza right now, your stomach. I guess it's not in your stomach, but just think that if you're pregnant right now, and you start giving your child these messages, that child is going to have self-esteem out the yin-yang. And you think there's going to be a bully on the playground that's going to be pushing that one around, and truly, if you're doing that, you'll probably be homeschooling. so there won't be a bully. But anyway, okay, so, but momentum, you don't want to stall out. So here is, instead of feeling like you need to get ready to take action, I learned this, right? No one has to get me up or get me moving. Brain, here is the directive to you. No one has to get me up or get me moving. I start every day by setting my priorities and planning my time. Do you do that? Even if you don't do that right now, you tell your brain, this is what I do, this is what I do. One day, you'll just get up and sit down, and you'll probably set out your goals, and you'll set your priorities, and you'll plan your time, and that's just how it goes. And boy, that helped me to become unstoppable, and to just really focus on what I needed to get done, and saved me immense amounts of time. So the next phrase, the key to mastering priorities. We just touched on priorities. This one is so huge. Mastering priorities, I really do believe it's the secret to success. You have to know where you're going, but boy, when you master the priorities, that is, and you know exactly what you need to get done, and you know that phrase that I don't really care for, but it's like eating the frog first, like doing the things that you don't want to do and getting them done first. And then it's like you clear your table, the desk, the whatever, you clear your day, and then you can get so many other things done. So if you're really not looking forward to something, but when you just get it done first thing, you make it a priority so it gets off your plate, so it's not hanging on your shoulder and all of that. This is how powerful it is, because feeling overwhelmed, like I would feel overwhelmed by everything I had to do. And then I rewired my brain to focus, because that's what it is. You focus on your priorities. Here is the power phrase. I set my priorities and I follow them. I always know what to do first and what to do next. Priorities. Priority 1, priority 2, priority 3. Just do 1, 2, or 3 priorities that you have to get done for the day. Get those done. Get the biggest one done first. And your day is like clear. Instead of like, and putting it off till the afternoon, I'll do it this afternoon. I'll make that call, I'll deal with that problem. I'll do, if I have to pay a bill and and I've got to talk to them about paying it in installments or whatever, make that call first. Do that first. If somebody's coming over and you got to clean the house first, whatever it is, or take a piece of it. and do a part of it. But basically, what are your priorities? Just literally set them and follow them. Sit down in the morning, just like the last one, and then do the first thing. You set your priorities and then you follow them, right? And you always know what to do first and what to do next. That is your guide. So once I embraced this, my productivity skyrocketed. Lots of skyrocketing, lots of all kinds of good stuff happen when you do self-talk. So imagine if you used all these 15 daily. So, you know, it doesn't matter your age. I did it after 55. I'm 63, but I started and it was like I literally had Dr. Shad Helmstetter's book when my daughter was born, so in the mid 80s, and I think it was written in 85. And man, if I just started then, but let me tell you something, it's was it planting a tree? Was, you know, what is the saying that planting a tree 15 years ago was the best thing, or 20 years ago, 10 years ago? Planting it today is even better. I can't even remember what it is, but it's plant the tree today. Like the best thing was to plant it 20 years ago. The next best thing is to plant it today. So just start your self-talk. It doesn't matter where you are in your life. Your brain is constantly being rewired. You are rewiring. Who you hang around with, all the peeparoos that are constantly. It's not just the 5. If you've heard that about the 5 people you know the most, my grandmother used to tell us, there are 7 of us children, and she would say, "You show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are." And I was like, what? We all did. Like, anyway, it's very true. And it's not 5 people, the 5 people, the sum of the 5 people that you hang around with. Nope. It's all people. It's your family. It's anyone that you hang around a lot, because again, repetition. If you're getting the same things over and over and over, repetition, somebody telling you you're not good enough, or that they don't believe in your ideas, or think you can be successful, or they do. And I mean, hang around those people. If your family's like, "You got this, you can do it, you can do anything," go hang around them way more. But choose who you hang around with, and choose what you put into your brain. Choose the programs. Choose the self-talk language, because that is going to change your life. It has helped me to skyrocket my success in many, many areas. You can find success in every single area of your life. So anyway, if you're new, by the way, welcome. It is a very high energy channel that we have here. So it doesn't matter what age you are, and your brain, because your brain is always listening. It's always rewiring, so it's never too late. So start using them daily and see what happens. But I'm going to ask you, what's one self-talk phrase that we talked about today that you are telling your brain today? Just pick one and put it in the comments. I would love to see what's one self-talk phrase that you are telling your brain today. Choose one of them. So if you're ready to take this even deeper, because you know I'm always about you and helping you to rewire your brain and have a better life and find success in every single area of your life, and telling you that you can excel in times of change. You watched me all last year, a lot. So, and excelling in times of change, using the self-talk to lift me, to buoy me, to rewire my brain, telling me, I got this, I'm a winner, I got this, and I am a winner, and you are a winner. So if you're ready to take it deeper, here it is. You can join the waitlist, and I don't know when I'm going to have the training. It should be soon. But join the waitlist for the Power of Self-Talk training. It's going to show you how to rewire your brain. And I've told you how, but we're going to go a little deeper and create that lasting transformation. You rewire your brain, it is lasting. This is so unique, so novel, so different, this self-talk, than anything. Therapy focuses on the past. And affirmations are general, usually spiritual in nature. Nothing wrong with that. I love affirmations. They are also reminders, like they'll remind you to click, but they're not repeat. And you don't want to focus. Remember, we talked about not focusing on what you don't want, because you bring more of that. So if you're focused on that, and I'm not saying therapy's bad, but I'm just saying this is super different, because it's passive, it's easy, it's effortless. It's effortless. And you're not focusing on the past, you're focusing on what you want and where you're going. And you're not general, you're specific to the brain. This is why it's so different, so unique. So anyway, if this video, if it resonated with you, if you like it, please hit the like button, comment, tell me what the self-talk phrase that you've chosen to tell yourself, repeat, 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 not tell yourself, but repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. Today, I'd love for you to choose the winner one because you are a winner. And remember, and I'd love for you to comment and I'd love you to share if you would share this. I really want to grow this channel. You know, it is the bold evolution of self-talk. You know, this is a movement that we are growing together. The more that we can help you and me to get this message of self-talk that you were born with unlimited promise and potential, and then you got programmed, and you can rewire your brain, and how easy and effortless it is. You can listen passively just to a language. That is powerful. So anyway, remember, cutie butt, that your self-talk creates your future. It really does. It really does. So make it bold, make it powerful, make it you. Listen to self-talk. You can do it. You can do, be, change, have, create, become absolutely anything. You are that powerful. You are that powerful. Now go and get on that wait list. Go, it's in the description. Go and get on the wait list, because I believe in you and you can do this, and listening to that training. So getting on the wait list so that you'll know exactly when that training is released, that's going to help you even more. And you're going to believe in yourself. Even if you don't today, you will more and more, and you will have more and more self-esteem and more self-confidence, more and more self-belief, belief in you, trust in you. Isn't that beautiful? That's amazing. Anyway, as always, shining my light. Oops, look, I have on the little microphone just because there's a little bit of wind today. Shining my light to brighten yours. I love you so very, very much. And I'm just going to show you we're going towards the sunset, and we're kind of backwards because of where the sun was, but I just want to show you, see if you can see. Let me get my head out of the way so you can see, just because we haven't seen this in a little bit. But what do you think? Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, it's such a gorgeous day today. All right, cutie butt, I love you so very, very much. Thanks for joining me, and we'll see you in the next video. That's a promise. Ciao.